How do you tell the difference between resistance and the universe telling you to take another path? Well, first of all, the universe will never tell you to take another path. The universe will only tell you which path to take. And if you're going in the wrong direction, you will feel it. But it always tells you the right path. Spirit never expresses itself other than perfectly. So for you to understand the difference between resistance coming from friends, relatives, neighbors, just people in general, or the path that intuition is telling you to take, you've really got to develop your intuitive factor. You've got to get in tune. There's a difference between the vibration that's set up from your thinking and the vibration you're picking up through intuition. That takes experience. It takes study. It takes an awareness beyond what the average person develops. I'm very good at that because I've been working at it for a long time. And there's only one way to get understanding, and that's through study. There's no other way. I have never reached that point. I know a lot of people do, and they start going in the wrong direction. You're dealing with infinite knowledge. That means there's no end to it. And so when we stop and think of that, and then think of what we know, we're going to realize just how short we're falling. When you just go back to the time you're a little girl, or if I go back to the time I was a little boy, and I think of the world we lived in, relative to the world we're living in today, you take with our little phones, we can, and person on the other side of the world gets a typed out message on their little phone in their pocket, and they hear it, and they hear it go off, and they pull it out, and they get the message. And you can send a message all over the world. Well, we've always been able to do that. We weren't aware of how to do it. How did we become aware? Through study. And as we study, we develop a greater awareness. So the best way to do anything has never been thought of. And I believe that mentoring or coaching only makes good sense. If I've been studying something for 50 years, you know that you're going to benefit from what I've studied if I am a half-decent teacher and I know how to transfer that information. Why would you want to spend 50 years to learn something that I could give you possibly in a year or in 6 months? Well, it wouldn't make any sense. So I think when people think they know it all, they're in real trouble. I have never reached that point. I'm acutely aware that I don't know that much relative to what I want to know. I always want to improve the quality of my life, and I know there's only one way of doing that. It's gain a greater awareness of life, of my relationship in life, you know.